News Talk WOKV presents You Decide 2012. A look at today's top election stories. In Florida and the First Coast, here's WOKV's Gene Wexler.
Our top election story. The closer we get to Election Day, the more the political barbs are flying on some of the most controversial issues we've seen in the past 40 years. Lately, it's been the use of stimulus money and the bailout of the auto industry.
I said we're going to bet on American workers and the American auto industry, and it's come surging back.
And while sales for Chrysler and General Motors are up, we found local dealerships closed by government order during the bailout are still empty. There are 842 new car dealerships in Florida now. That's down from 923 before the bailout was fully implemented. Critics say it's proof the bailout has not been as successful as the president promised.
And I'm WOKV's Tiffany Griffith in the Social Media Center. Our question for you today: how much do you think stimulus money and the auto bailout helped or hurt the economy? Join the conversation on our Facebook page and Twitter feed. Just search WOKV News.
The fight for the female vote also resurging during this week's debate.
A major difference in this campaign is that Governor Romney feels comfortable having politicians in Washington decide the health care choices that women are making.
Every woman in America should have access to contraceptives, and the president's statement of my policy is completely and totally wrong.
But it's anybody's guess who could actually win over women.
The women's vote has never been very cohesive. It's always been a little bit split. But there is evidence that when the women's vote splits between the two parties in Florida, Republicans tend to win. And right now, the women's vote in Florida is leaning a little bit more Democratic.
And on today's look at the Florida ballot, we analyze Amendment 10. If your personal property is valued between $25,000 and $50,000, Amendment 10 would provide an exemption from local taxes. Supporters say this would put more money in your pocket to help boost the economy. Opponents say this is more budget trouble for Florida. We're counting down the days until the election, and WOKV continues to follow the campaign trail. On air at AM 690 and 106.5 FM, online at WOKV.com, and on Facebook and Twitter. The final presidential debate is in Florida on Monday.